Yanchis. So 4 visits to the Fijian 22 by Namibia for 12 points. 1 visit to the Namibian 22 for Fiji and 1 converted try. So we're going to see a contrasting in styles and approaches. Kinatale, Luvinayale with a flat ball at midfield for Sedamaya Bai.
High tackle.
Okay,
Peter Van Sale is who's going to be called out.
Do the high tackle first. Is that the same? Have you seen timeout? Yeah, number 12, I've got that. Have you got anything different, JK? Okay, wait for me. Number 12, please. Tackle was high, the penalty's against you. Okay, so back you go. That's the first offence.
Yes, I think Lovu Balavu had every right to sort of take a little exception to the high tackle.
12 high tackle, okay?
Number 13 has then come in. He's had a crack at one of these blokes.
Okay.
Oh, incorrect. He's come in. He's seen the high tackle and he's got involved.
Stick with the original decision. It's more serious than the second one. Okay, 13. No, I'm sticking with the first original offence because it's more serious than the second one. Don't involve yourself in anything like that. Is that clear? Thank you. Back you go. Captain. Sticking with the first offence, it's more serious than the second one, okay? Penalties here, high tackle.
Great refereeing, guys from down here, Jonathan Kaplan and also Nigel Owens, 2 of the more experienced referees on the circuit.
Time on, Graham, please.
And normally you see that reversed, but Nigel Owens says that this one is worse than the second. And I was going to say that I doubt that the Fijians will be going for a drop goal in this position, getting down into the Namibian half.
Captain, discipline important, please, okay?
Boys introduce themselves to each other. Welcome to New Zealand. Good luck for the cup. Sedamaya. Oh, a very comfortable kicking style from Nadali, but he plays his professional rugby for Clermont in France. Sedamaya Bai, experienced player. Johan Dongart and Sam Domini, the coach of Fiji, former block inside flanker. Kotsa. Fiji from inside their own quarter, do something special with the ball. Beautiful rugby now. The kick is behind the Namibian defence. Dames. Nalanga is there. They've got numbers in the tackle and they've got the advantage. Kinatale gets the ball through. They've got big numbers out to the right-hand side. Fiji. And Leone Nakawawa handing to the right-hand side. Fiji and rugby at its very best from the kickoff.
Well, that's what this crowd has come to see in these brilliant, firm, warm, sunny conditions. Nakarawa was the one that got the last pass, but it all started deep in their 22. Here it started, and it's just quick hands. Look at that. Then they start to run straight, find the man on the inside. Then he puts the foot down, and that's a very good option. The scrambling defence was on him. Then they had to rush back. The panic button was hit. They fed it out, and they had numbers galore, Willie.
Yeah, it was a lovely kick through by Luvi Nayali, and then they just had numbers to burn. Kinatale did magnificent here. He should have got caught, but he didn't, and they knew that the players were out there. Someone's forgot to tell the Fijians this is 15 aside, because that's like sevens at its absolute best. And look at the delight inside the coaching box.
Leone Nakarawa today playing in his 8th test.
Good teamwork, boys.
Berger, the captain of Namibia, just asking for calmness and concentration from the team. crowd will tell you. 17 points to 12, and what a try, what a play. The confidence. The off-the-cuff execution was perfect. And a fabulous finish. Kotsa. He alone, a major threat to Fiji. His kicking and his leadership of the Namibian team. Kenatale. Pressure coming from Fiji. Plays Nakarawa, he's onside. Thinks about coming back on the inside, looks for support, frees it up, and Goneva's going to get a double. The crowd are on their feet. Fiji back-to-back tries at Rotorua in the World Cup. What a statement they're making today.
Oh, Nakarawa, he was the big man, the big number 4. Gathered in a loose ball. Found Gornivana. Here's the chip over the top. That was good from Kenatale. And that was where it was. Look at that. Look at the big man go. And he just cuts in field and just lobs the back pass on the outside man. Too much pace. Gets involved.
Wow, this is wonderful play from Fiji. Didn't really commit himself. Nievenhuis, and the awareness as well of Nakarawa, taking out the last defender by coming on the inside. And look at that, 3 tries to Fiji. And the crowd told you, this is wonderful. They'll be celebrating in Suva.
When you go back, tell the guy who scores to bring the ball back with it for you, okay?
Veroniki Goneva.
It's got to be the same ball.
Wonderful, talented player. Don't see them that often on the world stage. Pace, guile, confidence, and when it all comes together, a sobering reminder to everybody is the influence of Tenis Kotsa. Yeah, he can kick goals from 55 metres out. Sidamar by just across the front.
One thing that it has demonstrated down here as well, the importance of the kickoff straight after you've scored points. We've seen that with Fiji, that they've retained possession. First time they ran it from their own 22. On that occasion, they opted for the air and been rewarded by 12 points.
Kenatale. Kenatale with a little short, picked a hole between the Namibian line of defence and the fullback.
Send it in blue, you're stopping the contest. Hit it up, please. You're going down underneath them. Let's keep the contest, please. You're hitting down.
Well, Ken, you can just feel a little bit of confidence in that Fijian side. The first 4 or 5 minutes.
Just hit the ruck up, okay? Don't hit down below them. Hit it up.
They got banged with a penalty from Kotsa. And they all start a little purple patch. 5 minutes,
okay?
and they've got 2 tries. After the one from Gornivar got.
So Lero Ravu. Kenatale doesn't get it first time, under a bit of pressure. Luvin Ayali at the start to go back before he could go forward. Now by a little short ball for Luva Balavu. Gets over the advantage line. And now through the middle, Lero Ravu. Back towards the right-hand side. Malakai Ravulor from North Harbour. Numbers on the right, Fiji.
Number 6 offside first, number 1 offside.
Enes Duplessis, the blindside flanker for Namibia, called for offside.
They were making their tackles, Ken. And they were just a little bit eager to get over that offside line. Got to be patient. Trust your discipline. When you're on the defensive line, got to stay behind it and then make the tackles. Willie, quite hot down there.
Yeah, it's very pleasant actually, and the crowd are certainly enjoying it. The Fijians must be feeling like they are at home as well. And what it's proven is that the side that dominates possession and good field position will get the points, because Namibia, apart from the kickoffs, have only touched the ball maybe once in the last 9 minutes. And that's the reason why they trail by 10 points on the scoreboard.
Easy penalty for Sidamaya Bai. One player who we haven't seen, and he's a wonderful player as well. As again, it's a short kickoff. Nakarawa under it. Good meters going forward from Fiji. Luvinayali, midfield bomb. Kotsa. Good run from Newinghouse. Good defence.
That's the second man in. The tackle was made on Newinghouse by a Fijian player. Then the second man in, he's got to also, if he's on top of the man, he's got to release the tackled player. He's allowed to play the ball immediately. This is always the grey area. It's a good run from the big number 8. So when there's 2 in the tackle, they've both got to let the guy go.
He's a great tackle as well. One guy that makes the great tackle doesn't get rewarded, but the rule's the rule. Kotsa. Kicking has been brilliant today, but on that occasion, no good. 3 drop goals and a penalty from the University of Johannesburg. Dennis Kotsa looks a very, very good player. Fiji's got a very big threat out here on the left side who we haven't seen yet. Napoleone Malanga. Kotsa with a midfield bomb.
Take the knock on. The ball came to him rather than him looking for the ball, okay?
It's Napi Leone Nalanga, 6'3", 105 kilograms.
Good work going in the scrums, and please, lads.
Born in Singatoka. He's been at Claremont. He's on his way to the Western Force in the Super 15 next year. He hasn't had the ball yet, but he can play. Nalanga. He's a great winger.
Crouch. Catch. Pause. Engage.
Good scrum from Namibia. Talai. And an advantage for Namibia, so that's a result of the good work they did at the scrum to apply pressure to Fiji's possession of the football.
Yes, he's holding on. He did well, Taylor, to get away from that scrum. It was under pressure.
There a chance now, Namibia, a little 2-on-1 down the right side. Dames comes back on the inside. Kotsa gets a low ball and they send it out into midfield. Namibia, little inside play. Good running from Van Veek on the ground, 10 metres out. Great field position. Namibia lost the ball. Their best attacking play of the half, Namibia.
It was a genuine, it's their first line break. Just a cut, a scissor in the midfield between second and centre. And when he got into the contact area, this is where you have to really concentrate on making sure you secure the ball. And when he goes to ground,
Tried to offload it, didn't he, Stu?